Hey guys, Mr. T here, another video. This one is on displaying categorical data. It should help you out with exercise 9C. So I've already spoken about what categorical data is. It's data that comes in named categories. And so there's some particular ways that you should present data that is categorical, or display it or present it, that sort of thing, that show the categories involved. So your first port of call should always be a tally frequency table. So a tally frequency table looks like this. It's going to have 3 columns. These are your categories. Most of the time, if it's categorical data and it's nominal, the order doesn't matter. If it's ordinal, I think that's the term for it. Yeah, if it's ordinal categorical data, then you might want to put it in a particular order in the column there, maybe from low to high or high to low, whatever you choose. But because it's categorical data, it doesn't matter that much. Tally marks off occurrence of each variable. So it looks like what they've done here is they've been counting types of furniture, maybe at a shop selling them, or maybe the type of furniture people sitting on, that sort of thing. We don't know exactly what it's about from the table. You'd have to find information about the experiment that was being conducted, but we do know that these marks are showing how many times the table was counted. It was counted 5, 10, 11 times. The chair was counted 5, 7 times. Sofa, there were 6 of them counted, and bed was counted 4 times. Alright, so the reason why you have a tally thing there is if you, a tally column, is if you're carrying out the counting of the variables, you can easily lose track. So the tally column there helps you tick them off as you go, and you can total the numbers up later. And totaling them up is what the frequency column is about, actual number counted. So here is where you determine what the tally actually represents, which here is 11 tables counted. This was 7 chairs counted, 6 sofas, and 4 beds. One thing missing from your book is that you should always total the frequency, because it helps you out later. So the last little row should be total, and then, yes, these are the numbers that you counted of the particular bits of furniture or your particular categories, but you should also total the total number of things counted. So it would be 11 plus 7, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 28 is the total frequency of all things counted. Alright, so now that's one, and that's probably the first. You should always pretty much do a tally frequency table whenever you do statistics, but now these are the different ways you can display categorical data. So the first is a column graph. So what we counted up above, these are just different ways of presenting the information that was on a tally frequency table. So the table was counted 11 times, so that would go from there, so column graph there. So what you can see is the categories are down here. There's no tally part because you've done a tally frequency table. You're just drawing a picture of it here. So categories go along the bottom, and this is the frequency. So the count. Chairs, there were 7 of them, so that would be halfway there. Sofa was 6, so right on the line, and bed right on the line again. So this is obviously not neat. I don't have a ruler on the iPad, and you'd be able to colour it in and do a better job than me when you're doing. I'm just doing this live. I don't really practice for this, so you can deal with it, okay? So that's a column graph. A bar chart is literally a column graph just put on its side. So the frequency again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, that seemed to work last time. So the bed was counted 4 times. Sofa was counted 6 times, so on the line. Chair was counted 7, so halfway between 6 and 8. table was counted 11 times halfway between 10 and 12. I won't colour them in this time, doing a poor job of that anyway. That's your bar chart done. So it's literally the column graph on its side, categories on the left, and then the frequency on the bottom. And a pie chart is a circular representation. As far as I know, you're not going to be asked to draw one of these, but I'll help you with doing that anyway, because the angle of the slices you can work out mathematically. So the angle of this is going to be frequency over 360. Sorry, not 360. Frequency over total frequency times by 360, because there's 360 degrees in a circle. So this is telling you the fraction of a circle that you need to draw, and then you could use a protractor if you were ever asked to draw that. So for this example, it would be table 11 over the total frequency of 28 times by 360 degrees, and that would be 11 divided by 28 times 360. So this chunk, if you were really asked to draw it and you had to draw it accurately, it would be 141.43 degrees. So you could use a protractor to go between there, around 141, okay? As another example, chair would be, what was the frequency of the chair? 7 out of 28 times by 360 degrees. 90. So I haven't drawn that exactly. I didn't colour it in very accurately, but this, if you were to draw it properly, the chair slice would be exactly a quarter of that circle, 90 degrees. Okay, so the last thing that we need to talk about is the mode. What is the mode? It is a measure of centre that we're going to do in a bit more detail later, but the mode in categorical data is the category that occurs most often. So frequency is a measure of how many times a particular category was counted, so the mode is the one that occurs most often, or which has the highest frequency. Highest frequency. So I'll use a different colour. You can see the mode in all of these representations, which one was counted the most often in the tally frequency table. The table. Mode. Which is the highest or the largest column in the column graph. That one there, mode. Which is the longest bar. There again, the table, mode. Which is the largest slice of pie chart. That's the mode too. So hopefully what the mode is makes sense to you. It's the most commonly occurring category, and the most commonly occurring one is the one with the highest frequency. So hopefully that helps you out. And I'll see you on the next video.